of Flag Day, Betsy Ross will present John Henson's father with a hand-sewn copy of Old Glory. And in honor of Friday the 13th.
I draw blood.
Take your newspaper and smell it.
Down the throat, past the esophagus, into the stomach.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm John Henson of Talk Soup fame. Notoriety? You know, that guy with the spot? Let's just keep moving. Hey, we got a great show lined up for you today. Hold on, man. I haven't even told you what we got on the show. God. Coming up, a man makes music with his teeth. Jerry Springer gets eaten by a giant lizard. Plus, a tattooed man will swallow swords. People, calm down. It's a good show, but let's not get hysterical. Man alive. First up, attention cat house shoppers. There's a red light special on aisle 9. There's something you don't hear every day. And here's the reason why. Most pimps are shrewd negotiators who rarely lower their prices. They don't even accept coupons, I'm told. And this Jerry highlight, an erotic entrepreneur by the name of CT, rattles off some figures from his kinky price index.
When you are with him, describe what happens when a guy walks in.
When a guy walks in, I ask him what his pleasure is, and I try to fulfill his pleasure.
And it doesn't take a whole lot of imagination.
Let me intervene a little bit here. Now, when someone comes to the cat house, they come up to the door, they come in, there's a waiting room. They come in, and I ask them, let them pick from the girls which one they want to be with, and I ask them what kind of fetishes they want to have, because each fetish is separate. You know, if you want to have S&M, bondage, you want to be spanked, that's extra, okay?
Save your money.
Now, hold on a second.
Save your camel bucks.
Now, our prices range anywhere from $250 at a minimum all the way up to $5,000. Now, I know that sounds hard to believe, but when you start adding up separate fetishes, I haven't sold a 5,000 package yet. I've sold a 3,000
What the hell would that package be?
Wouldn't you like to know? I understand CT's getting more aggressive with his marketing strategies. Thanks to competitive pricing and a new commercial campaign, he's accumulating a much broader client base.
I hate the runarounds you get at most brothels. All that haggling with the hose. That's why I like the value pricing packages at CT's Cat House. I can get quality sex without the hassles. If I want to go around the world, I get it at CT's for one low price. At CT's, I feel like a man, not a John.
I think I've seen that commercial running on E, haven't I? Late at night? Yeah, I thought so. Monday, Jerry welcomes a woman named Sunshine. She's a former trucker turned topless dancer. Tune in as she tells her boyfriend about her new career switch. The Weiland sisters sure love working the talk show circuit. Not long ago, they were advising Maury Povich to combat acne with liberal applications of urine. What? That's urine, as in urine. Now those wacky Weilands are sharing a different kind of folk remedy with After Breakfast reporter Suzanne Wong. Here they are discussing the nausea-reducing properties of an ordinary newspaper.
I understand you can bring a newspaper on a commute to read, but there's another use for it?
Well, if somebody feels really queasy,
You know, from the bus views, I get that.
and you feel really nauseous, the thing to do is take your newspaper and smell it.
Black and white. It must be a black and white newspaper.
That works, Suzanne.
Why?
We don't know. We were
Tom
told
uses it, right? Tom says.
Tom, you use this?
Actually, it was
we were told
after...
originally it was the ink and the paper. Now that papers are being done computer-wise, I don't know how effective those papers are.
Oh.
But the old-fashioned black and white newspapers really works. It works for morning sickness.
But we don't know why. What were you going to say,
We've gotten
Tom?
letters on these.
Well, it was the Weiland sisters who, after one night of partying, who helped me out before a show. Do you remember that?
So it's good for hangovers, too, then.
Yeah.
Sniffing newspapers is all well and good, but when I really want to mellow out, I sniff one of our Talk Soup scripts.
snake, John. Hear the scream of the butterfly. Kiss the sky. Feed your head with tangerine dreams and marmalade skies and strawberry alarm clocks and chocolate overcoats. Love is old. Love is
John,
good.
Hey, snap out of it.
I'm okay. I'm all right. Wow. Sorry. Can I have that?
Yeah.
You done with it?
Yeah, I'm done with it.
Because I got big weekend. Monday on After Breakfast, Tom and the gang welcome actress Sandra Bullock. She'll be on to whip viewers into a ticket-buying frenzy for her latest flick, Speed 2, Cruise Control. Speaking of Sandra Bullock, in my favorite Sandra Bullock fantasy, she's decked out in a crisp gingham dress, strolling through a field of sun-dappled carnations. She glances at me coyly, then stretches out atop a large woolen blanket, luxuriating in a cool breeze that gently ruffles her long, flowing armpit hair. What? I'm sorry, but thanks to this Tonight Show highlight, I can never look at America's sweetheart in quite the same way.
We had this extensive conversation. I can say this because he's said it in print, so I can talk about this. That he had, we were talking about what do you like in a girl, what is it that, and he said what he really didn't like was a girl with excess underarm hair. So I said, well, why? I mean, it's not his thing. And I said, well, you're in Europe. You should expect this because we were in Europe for 3 months. And so myself and another person that worked on the film, we said, well, for the big love scene, why don't I just let my underarm hair grow and give us a... And the thing is, though, it's that, the minute you, like boys, the minute you get a whisker, you start shaving. Same thing for girls, so you've never seen it. And then here I am in Europe, and I'm doing some shopping, and I go into this all-white store. You've seen this all-white, all the little shirts and stuff, and I'm putting on this little tank top, and I go, oh, and my girlfriend goes, put your arms down. There was like this, thing, crawl.
I mean, obviously you... How long did this take? You must have planned this joke out.
I did plan it. And I just, one day I said, I shan't shave, and therefore I didn't. But it was something that was kind of fun for like a month. And then once I saw that in the all-white store, I immediately went home. That was it. Yeah.
Guess what this is? That's right. Sandra sent it over by armed courier. A little keepsake for us to remember her by.
Can I see?
No way, pal.
Oh.
I love the smell of Bullock in the morning. Monday on The Tonight Show, Jay Leno trades war stories with fellow late-night funny man Conan O'Brien. He'll talk about the guests that poured them, the lousy food in the NBC commissary, and Sandra Bullock's armpit hair. He's called Sky Dog! And yes, he spells his name with 2 I's, so you know he's cool. His owner is Rockin' Ray with just 1 Y. Draw your own conclusion. In this primetime country highlight, Ray and Sky Dog show off a little routine they've been perfecting for some time now. It involves Sky Dog performing all kinds of amazing gymnastic feats, while Ray bows, strikes poses, and generally mugs for the camera. Sounds like somebody's got a sweet deal. All right, take it away, Sky Dog. If you'd like to learn about the origins of Sky Dog, check out his new comic book, edition #1. In the beginning, this canine crusader was just an ordinary mutt. Then one day, he took a leak on a nuclear reactor. The gamma rays he absorbed turned him into a super frisbee dog. And it wasn't long before he was dropping nuclear waste on the bad guys. Sky Dog. Truly a hero for the ages. Monday, Primetime Country will be preempted by the TNN Music City News Country Awards. Wow, is that a long title for an award? No, the trophy engraver loves that. Then again, he charges by the letter, so. Hang on, hipsters, this show is just heading skyward. Skyward! Skyward, I said. Pay attention, will you? God. Coming up later, Jim Rose introduces his favorite sideshow performer. Plus, an S&M rocker humiliates her hardcore fans. But first, a crook picks the wrong liquor store to rob.
That's the whole thing right there. No, here we go. Just hit him in. Go for it. Jeannie knocked him into the floor.
60 minutes to watch. Go figure. Here's the scenario. A man enters your place of work, claims he's got a gun, and asks you to fork over all the cash in the register. You A, fork over all the cash in the register, B, become paralyzed with fear, or C, pop the gunman upside the head with a bottle of booze. Believe it or not, these Rolanda guests opted for option C and live to tell the tale. Their names are Debbie and Jeannie, and frankly, they're lucky to be alive.
So the guy comes in, he says he's got a gun, he's going to stick you up, and you didn't believe him?
No.
So what was the first thing you thought to do?
Grab bottles because those are your closest weapon.
The only weapon.
And a lot of them in the liquor store.
Right.
Everywhere. Yeah, and so, well, why don't we just take a look and see these ladies in action? Take a look. Okay, this is the guy walking in the liquor store there, right? Yeah. So he says he's got a gun. Who's drunk?
He's walking. That's the whole thing right there. No, here we go. Just hit him in. Go for it. Jeannie knocked him into the floor. He ran out.
Look at you guys. I don't believe you guys chased him out of the door.
We did.
Did you ever catch him? You ran
I chased him down the street until he left, and I couldn't get his tag number, so I come back.
The women said the robber was either drunk, stoned, or imitating a moron when he entered the store. He'd have to be to miss that sign on the front door. Oh, yeah, clearly right there. Yeah, that was a lot funnier in the meeting on Wednesday. Tuesday on Rolanda, discussion on how to avoid being a crime victim. Viewers will be warned not to wave their money over their head or say things like, gee, I got a lot of cash in my wallet. Before we dive headlong into this next Jerry Springer highlight, I better explain a thing or two. Brittany has asked her boyfriend David to appear on the show because there's a certain secret she wants to reveal. Can you say red flag? But as it turns out, David's also been withholding information. We join the show just minutes after David has revealed he shares a manly love with his friend Kevin.
It was something that happened, and I mean, I can't sit and I can't take it back. I've done it. We're doing it. I mean, and what am I supposed to do?
That is disgusting.
That's disgusting. Well, it's disgusting,
Brittany, you seemed outraged at what is going on, but you have something to tell David. Which,
well, I'm kind of glad that you told me this, because I have a secret to tell you too.
Which is what?
I'm a man.
To tell me you brought me all the way to Chicago to tell me that you're a freak? You're a man all of this time? I thought you were my girlfriend and you're a man?
Relax. Relax. Right here. Relax. Relax.
You call me, you're the freak.
Relax.
That's what you are, a freak.
Sit down, man. Relax. Relax.
I think we have a body double here. David the angry boyfriend and Vanilli? Hey, it's a match.
Hey, that's Millie.
Who cares? Tuesday on Jerry, guests will tell their lovers, I know you're cheating. The cheaters will try a few creative lies before finally fessing up to the truth. Tune in for all the deceit Tuesday. Still to come on this magically delicious edition of Talk Soup, I'll be reading some viewer mail once the bomb squad has diffused it. Plus, we'll introduce you to a sassy new talk show hostess named Ruby Wax. But first, Mrs. Mouth. Mouth's off.
I love to eat, I love snacks. I had some fat removed from one part of my body and put into my lips.
I'm John Henson. You're watching the Talk Soup Weekly Wrap-Up. What's the matter with you, huh? Mrs. Mouth is the latest sensation on the public access airwaves. She's got a large following and an even larger jawline. Naturally, the producers of The Maury Povich Show were intrigued when they caught wind of her unorthodox approach to TV programming. Let's take a look at Mrs. Mouth making her Povich television debut.
How do you deal with fame?
I take it as it comes. I mean, when I go out to eat in restaurants or shop at fancy boutiques, I basically just wear my thick, dark sunglasses and shun them all. That's what I do. I basically shun them all, except for children and small animals. Them I can deal with.
You had surgery recently, didn't you?
Liposuction.
Yes?
It's true. I had,
How'd that work out?
It was okay. I have a little bit of eating. I love to eat. I love snacks. I had some fat removed from one part of my body and put into my lips.
Yeah, I think I can tell.
I'm actually, speaking of food, kind of hungry as we speak. My assistant is here. His name is Brian. Brian, would you feed me a little snack? I'm famished. I need the help.
Keep going, Brian. Thank you very much, Mrs. Mouth.
Ah, Mrs. Mouth, more like Mrs. Cow. How does a cable access freak like that get a shot on the Maury show? I can't get a shot on Maury. He's never asked me on. Not once. I bet he's afraid I'm going to hit on Connie.
No, that's not it.
Why then? Why? Give me one good reason. One good reason.
Fine. You want to know why? I'll show you why.
Yes.
Here. Yeah. See? You can't eat. You have no mouth. Maury doesn't want guests who can't even eat. It embarrasses him. Get out of here. Tuesday on Maury, guests will reveal feelings for their secret crushes. Find out if the feelings are mutual or if they get the whiff. I hated to do it, but he's got to know. You're right. And now it's my supreme pleasure to welcome a new member to our Talk Soup family. She's a sassy gal by the name of Ruby Wax, and she's got a show on the Fox network. For her debut clip, Ruby will be interviewing the geometrically profound Baywatch babe, Pamela Lee. Up next, Pam describes the magic moment she met scuzz rocker Tommy Lee.
What was the first line he said
well,
to
that's
you?
what I'm trying to remember, because him and I always talk about this. We go, what happened?
Right.
We were just instantly this far away from each other, and we just stared at each other all night into each other's eyes and kissing and hugging. And
From the minute you met him, you didn't say, like, excuse me, have you had herpes or anything?
No.
That's so romantic.
No,
that never happens.
No, I met him remember I met him New Year's Eve with my girlfriend, my best friend.
Right.
And he licked my face and I licked hers. That was the first time I'd ever had contact with him. And then I avoided him.
You met him, you licked.
The next time I saw
you
him.
met him, you licked. This is where I've gone wrong. Because I always have conversations, and it's such a letdown, but you just meet, you lick. You lick, you conquer. You meet, you lick.
Yes.
You should write a book.
Friend.
Well, you don't lick your girlfriends. You lick your boyfriends.
I licked her face, yeah, after he licked my face.
I hope she licks my face by the end of this interview. That would be the Go on. Yes, that's my front cover. I'm famous now.
Oh, sure. I lick a girl, I get arrested. Tommy Lee gets a Baywatch babe. Where's the justice in that, huh? Later, the gals compared breast sizes.
They're very good breasts, and I need the name of whoever did those because something horrible has happened. Because you're a 34D and so am I, and this is how different they can be.
34D?
34D.
34C.
Look at mine. This is what happens after childbirth. I should be your warning. I am the warning on the cigarette package. Do not have children. Your breasts will leave you and try to run away.
Pamela Lee isn't on Baywatch anymore, and her breasts aren't real. But who cares, huh? Not me. Monday, Ruby Wax will be chatting with the one, the only Roseanne. The sitcom queen will reveal her plans for her own upcoming talk show. Still to come on the Talk Soup Weekly Wrap-Up, we'll present our Clip of the Week, like anybody cares. Plus, a woman flirts with the idea of having a lesbian love affair. But first, a mouth musician tickles the ivories.
A dangerous drug.
folks, Sunday is Father's Day, and I can't help thinking of my dad. Before he was so tragically murdered at the beginning of the show, he said to me, "Son, it's time for the Talk Soup Quote of the Week." Wow, no wonder he got whacked. This week's quote comes from the Jerry Springer Show. Here's CT doing his part to raise consumer awareness.
You know, if you want to have S&M, bondage, you want to be spanked, that's extra.
Oh, wow, huh? The cost of loving's really gone up. Pressing on. Buddy is a bundle of nerves. This Montel guest is about to find out if he's the father of his girlfriend's daughter. You see, she fooled around with a guy named Chris about the same time she got pregnant, so they've never been sure. Up next, the results of the paternity test. Okay, buddy, take a deep breath. Here we go.
And it says unequivocally that Mr. Christopher Slocum
Yes.
is totally excluded from being the father of Stephanie. But buddy, I'm sorry to tell you this, and I am sorry to say it to you this way, but unless we read the results, there's absolutely no way you can be absolutely sure.
I have faith.
Do you?
I have faith. I have faith.
Can I see yours for a second? I can tell you this. Your test was to an accuracy of 99.85. This test here is accurate to the percentage of 99.98. And this test here says that, buddy, you should run upstairs and kiss your daughter.
Later, Buddy got a letter from Ed McMahon telling him he could already be a winner. Needless to say, he collapsed and was rushed to the hospital. Thursday on Montel, guests will talk about being cheated on. They'll describe the feelings of betrayal and give their philandering spouses a tongue lashing they won't soon forget. When I was a kid, I was shocked by the antics of Ozzy Osbourne. He was the guy who was biting the heads off bats and other small rodents. These days, rockers have to rape and pillage to get a rise out of the youngsters. In this Jerry highlight, we'll meet two of those shock rockers. Here's El Duce and Dominique doing that voodoo that they do so well.
Now I have my own band in which I beat people on stage, in which I draw blood.
Tell me what tell me what is the attraction of that? About the beating people on stage. What's the attraction of that?
It's fun.
It's a rush. It's a wonderful rush. It's
Watching the blood
ecstatic.
gush out of them.
It's a rush. Is it an act?
Sexually aroused.
Is it purely an act, or are people actually being heard on stage?
Well, both.
It's in my shows, I don't act. Our shows are real. We may not get as crazy as some bands. We may not be able to, to throw buckets of blood on the audience or something, but that's because we're real. What we do is real. And when I beat someone, I'm really beating them.
And
but
these
they like
kids-
it. They're volunteers. I'm not going to censor my life based on what some sicko might
Sicko,
be
you're the one
impressed
beating the
by.
hell out of them.
Later that night, Jerry attended a guar concert and was sacrificed to a lizard god.
We've got the incredible honor tonight. Springer!
Wow, swallowing a Springer whole, man? I wonder what that would do to you.
Ride the snake, John. Hear the scream of the butterfly. Kiss the sky. Feed your head with tangerine dreams and marmalade skies and strawberry alarm clocks and chocolate overcoats. Love is old, love is new. Electric banana thing.
Wow, that can't be good for you. Never take more than half a Springer, that's my motto. Wednesday on Jerry, a man discovers that his girlfriend is a man. Wacky thing is, he doesn't care. He still loves her. Him, whatever, it doesn't matter, they're in love. He's the Mahler of molars, the Beethoven of bicuspids, the Toscanini of teeth. He's Tonight Show guest Larry Wolf. In this highlight, Larry demonstrates a skill that's taken him years to perfect. That's right, folks. He's going to be playing a popular composition on his pearly whites. Take it away, maestro.
Now, do you have a favorite song that you play?
Yeah. My favorite song is Popeye the Sailor Man.
It's Kev's favorite song, too. Favorite. Now, you want to we'll try a couple of, you want to do a little Popeye for us? Show us how this is done? Do you need anything special?
Yeah. No, I'm all set.
All right, good. Let's hear a little Popeye the Sailor Man.
Okay.
Oh, big deal. I can play music with my teeth too, you know. Check it out. Oh, Macarena. Friday on The Tonight Show, Jay welcomes actress Cameron Diaz. She'll be on to talk about how I accidentally snubbed her at Todd Newton's birthday party and promote her upcoming films Head Above Water and My Best Friend's Wedding. Oh, Macarena. Just ahead on the Talk Soup Weekend edition, I'll be reading some viewer mail, this time out loud. Plus, learn how to make your eyes look really, really freaky. But first, he's America's foremost geography expert, and he's only 4 years old.
Hey, William, can you spell Kazakhstan for me?
Yes, it
Thank you very much. You're watching the Talk Soup Weekly Wrap-Up. So sue me. Dabbling in lesbianism is a bit more involved than taking up stamp collecting, though there are certain similarities. In any case, Sherry's determined to have a fling with her friend Melissa, and that's that. In this Jerry highlight, she'll be breaking the news to her devoted beau, Jeff.
Well, this might surprise you a little bit, but you've never met her, but I want to have a lesbian experience with my best friend, Melissa.
Why you want? Why do you want?
A lot of people couldn't hear. Why do you want to be with a woman? I think is what he's saying.
So I'm supposed to.
Do what? Yeah. You two have a child together, and now she's telling you she wants to be with a woman.
What's up with that?
Well, it's nothing against you or anything.
Oh, yeah. Despite Jeff's reservation, Sherry was determined to sleep with her friend Melissa. Unfortunately, their date didn't go exactly as planned.
So, how was your evening?
She was a bitch. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute, no.
Oh, Jeff, you're looking good.
She was a bitch last night. That's She had a bug up her from the minute we... we had a...
There's your problem right there.
Well, you better get it out of there before it lays eggs, because they do that. That's what my older brother said. Thursday, Jerry talks with a woman whose son weighs 500 pounds. He says he overeats because of loneliness and is in danger of killing himself. William Carter just turned 4 years old, and already he knows more about geography than me, which doesn't say much. In this primetime country clip, he'll be wowing Gary Chapman with his knowledge of all things geographic. He even brought along his own cheering section, his mother, Vonda.
And I know that you love shrimp and Reese's crackers. Shrimp and Reese's crackers, look at that. And you can have some of these if you'll help me out here. I have kids, I know how this works.
Yes.
What I'm gonna do... There you go. Well said. Okay, I'm going to just ask you to find on the globe, let's say, Venezuela. Can you find Venezuela for me? Well said. There you go, Venezuela. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go with, I don't know, what do you think?
Is Kazakhstan on this one?
Sure, Kazakhstan?
Right there.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Oh.
There it is. You got the Kazakhstan.
How do you spell it? Huh?
Hey, William, can you spell Kazakhstan for me?
Is he a KFC?
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
Later, for a change of pace, Gary interviewed the world's stupidest 4-year-old.
Can you spell Kazakhstan?
A.
No. Kazakhstan.
A.
Sound it out. Kazakhstan.
4.
Never mind.
I got duty. Oh, boy. Yeah. 4 years old, still in diapers. That kid is kind of slow, huh? Thursday on Primetime Country, Gary welcomes Jack Hanna. He'll bring along some incontinent critters from the Columbus Zoo. Watch them pee and poo Thursday. Oh, that tingly sensation I'm feeling all over my body can mean one of only two things. Either I'm having another Jerry Springer flashback or it's time to read a little viewer mail. Hey! Woo. Thank God. I don't think I could take another flashback. This week's letter comes to us from Sarah Connolly of Venice, Florida. She writes, Dear John, enclosed is a picture of me and my alto saxophone. Feel free to show it on the air. Okay.
Boys.
Dr. Morton Greenspoon will be unveiling some of his freaky, eye-catching, eye-altering designs in the following Home and Family highlight. His models will be various members of the Home and Family family, namely Maita, Candace, and entertainment reporter Kim Douglas.
Well, we have fitted our own family members with some contact lenses.
Is that why we're wearing glasses, girls?
Yeah. This is Maita as a reptile. Go ahead.
Right here, Maita, here. Right there.
Oh, Maita, that is scary.
Wow.
Look at that.
Keep your eyes open, Maita.
Make them big. Make them big.
That's it.
Well, you don't get the full impact.
You don't get the full impact.
They're green with a black stripe on them. I don't know if that's coming across at home. All right.
Can you try to turn your head a little bit to the side? Because you can't really see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can see on the monitor's not great.
Okay. All right, Candace. Famous looking cat eyes.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, you can see that.
Oh, my God. Let me see, Candace. Oh, my gosh. That is really
Looks like it's a little cat nip.
It's a crooked
The eyes are just a little off. Crooked cat.
I took my medication.
Wow.
All the sugar.
All right. And an appropriate type of eye for
I like
Kimmy,
that.
a star eye.
Yes,
Take a look.
I'm your entertainment reporter, and I always have stars in my eyes.
Wow.
That's great.
Let me see.
Wow.
Let me see that. That is so scary.
And can you see them? Can you see out of them clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see.
Doesn't affect you one way or the other.
Now, are you ready for my amazing transformation? Push it on this, Kurt. You guys are going to freak. Check this out. Are you ready? Here we go. Look at that! My eyes are brown!
Hey, John, your eyes have always been brown.
Yeah, but not this dark. Look at that, man. That's kind of creepy, isn't it?
I guess.
To brown! Oh. Wow. Friday on Home and Family, go behind the scenes of the new summer flick Batman and Robin. Meet the stars and check out all the cool sets and stuff. They're brown! Next to whittling, horseshoes, and sweating, one of my favorite summer activities is spitting seeds. There's something mighty satisfying about hauling back and sending a watermelon seed into the wild blue yonder. Heck, they even have contests for that sort of thing. Watch now as Crook and Chase work up a little saliva and give it a go.
Hey, who goes first?
Go ahead, Lorian.
Me, want me to go first?
Make sure you spit it about this angle right here.
All right. Wait a minute. It's moving around.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
All right. 6 feet.
6 feet. I got it 6 feet. That's good. And yeah, there it is. You saw it. All right, Charles.
Each person gets 3
Oh, really?
Gets 3 seeds.
All right. Okay, Charlie.
What is he going to do?
Roll your tongue up, Charlie.
Fine.
All right. And go for it. Wow!
That's 15 and a half there, right?
15 and a half feet.
That wasn't too bad. But you know, I didn't put any English on it.
That's really, really good.
You know, like that.
All right. You want to try one more time?
One more.
All right.
Sorry. That wasn't too bad.
21 feet? That's nothing, man. Watch the master. Mm-hmm.
Whoa! Hey, man, let me give you a buzz back, all right? I'm going to grab some lunch. Okay, bye-bye. What the? Hey, who? What? Dick?
Sorry, my bad. Friday on Crook and Chase, climb inside the head of actor Michael Richards. The Seinfeld star will talk about his new film comedy, Trial and Error. To you and me, those white formations floating in the sky are just clouds. But to Farrah Fawcett, they're performers in a kinky Swedish sex romp. Sound strange? You bet it does. But for some reason, the former Charlie's Angel admits she's turned on by the natural formations. Watch how her libido takes flight when she rhapsodizes about clouds on the Conan O'Brien show.
I was born in Corpus Christi, Texas, and they're well, I think in New York too, there are real clouds. You know, in Los Angeles.
Those aren't clouds in New York.
There's a cloud there.
That's
and then there's
sulfuric
one
acid.
there. And they never move. You know, you look at that same cloud for a long time. But in Corpus Christi, it's on the the Gulf of Mexico, the tip of Texas, and so the clouds, big clouds. They come and they're moving, and then one moves this way, and then they almost go together and they don't, and this one goes this way and this one follows it, and then when they finally come together, it's very soft, and then they go merge and really deep into each other.
You would make one hell of a Cub Scout leader.
You see what
Kids, look up in the sky at those clouds. You know what they remind me of? No, that does. The way you describe it sounds incredibly sexy.
Yeah, like gentle and yet not, and then going, and you know, the foreplay thing.
Keep talking.
No, that's true.
Really? I mean, you make it sound very sensual.
Farrah also likes the way the sun travels across the sky and makes things toasty warm. In fact, if she's feeling the mood, she'll talk to her friends in the sky. Hello, Mr. Cloud. Hello, Mr. Sun. Would you like to play with me? They never answer back, but that doesn't bother Farrah. Moving on. Thursday on Late Night, Fabio will take center stage. The beefy margarine spokesman will flash his pecs and wiggle his buns to the delight of female audiences everywhere. Yeah. Coming up after the break, it's our clip of the week. In just a moment, the Enigma broadens his resume with a little sword swallowing.
Now, tickling the gag reflex 7 times a day for 3 years until it no longer responds, enabling him to shove this sword down the throat.
I've blown over 9,000 punchlines in my career. I've ruined almost 300 shows. 7 times I've been nominated for an award and lost. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I'm on cable.
A dangerous drug dealer.
This is a woman who, had she not gone criminal, could have been running General Motors.
A Hollywood dreamer.
His real dream was to one day win an Academy Award.
They came to California to make it in the movies, but it ended in murder.
He appeared to have been shot a bunch of times and blown up.
Find out how far some people will go to make it in Tinseltown.
Hollywood's a tough business.
Power, greed, murder. The making of the Cotton Club movie. The E! True Hollywood Story. This Sunday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Only on E! Of all the challenges he must face, none is so determined, so relentless, so diabolically ingenious as you. Taco Bell introduces the Unmasked Batman game. Just peel back Batman's